Alright guys, this is a reaction video for Road to UFC Season 4, Day 1, Episode 1 and 2. And it was a night of great fights, featuring two non-tournament bouts and also the opening rounds for Flyweight and also Featherweight Tournament. The first match of the night was between Chinese fighter Feng Shaocan versus Japanese prospect Arisa Matsuda. Matsuda is an undefeated prospect with a 7-0 MMA record. And Feng Shaocan, as some of you may know, she's only 24 years old, and she last fought on UFC Macau when she was knocked out by the doctor Shi Ming. So this was her first fight back from suffering the brutal knockout. But I think sometimes, for fighters, when they just came back from a brutal knockout, I think they're more hesitant and they fight a little bit more conservative. So that could have something to do with her performance. I mean, Feng Shaocan, she just didn't look so aggressive. She had a couple of good flurries here and there, but she just didn't really look too present at the moment because this is actually a showcase bout for both of them. So Arisa Matsuda ended up winning the fight by split decision. For Arisa Matsuda, it's a great learning experience being showcased on Road to UFC. Unfortunately, I don't think neither one will get signed by the UFC based on this performance. I think for Feng Shaocan, her last couple of fights have been really high-profile bouts, especially coming off the brutal knockouts. I think she just had too much pressure. So I think it's best for her to go back to the regional scene and build up some wins in less, high pressure, high profile environments and just kind of get her confidence back and rebuild herself and then go for the big show. The Flyweight Tournament really stood out tonight. There were a couple of top prospects from the Flyweight division. I think that would really do well in the UFC. Chinese fighter Agulali. I wasn't too familiar with him before, but after seeing his performance, he finished his opponent in 37 seconds. And that was really impressive. And he is only 20 years old. And he started training at the UFC PI when he was 17. So that was really impressive, watching this young kid showcase his skills, his stand-up, and he has finishing ability and powerful punches. And also, he just showed his charisma. He's very comfortable in this environment at such a young age. So I thought that was really impressive. So I think the UFC really has a star on its hand with Agulali. And a little bit on his background story. He trains out of Empor Fight Club. It's a very prestigious MMA gym in China that trains a lot of orphans and underprivileged youth in Sichuan province. And Agulali was actually an orphan, and he went to Empor Fight Club when he was 10 years old. I think it's a great win for him, and I look forward to see big things from him in the rest of the tournament. Another flyweight bout in the tournament, we saw Shuai knocked out Yoshida. It was an impressive win. Shuai actually, he fought, I believe, in the last season of Road to UFC, and he said he fought too conservative, so he really wanted to just showcase his aggressive side. And I think he did that, but a big part of this fight was that the experience gap is just too much. Shuai has, I think he has maybe 20 more fights more than his opponent, Yoshida. And you really saw the experience different. So I think it's a learning experience for Yoshida, and Shuai will be advancing to the next round. And it was a great win for him. And Aaron Tao from City Kickboxing just ran through his opponent in the opening round. He looked really impressive, powerful with a strong finishing instinct. He will meet Shuai in the semifinals, and I think that should be a banger because they're both aggressive, they're both well-rounded. So I look forward to this semifinal matchup. And the other opening round matchup in the flyweight tournament between Japanese fighter Wataru Yamauchi against Mongolian fighter Namsrai Batbayar. It was a banger. They were fighting back and forth, just exchanging punches throughout the fight. It was actually a really good fight. I thought Yamawuchi, he did well. He seemed like the more technical fighter. He actually trained with Yushin Okami. And I thought he did well. He was trying to you know stay in the fight, and he was really picking his shots and trying to counter when he can. And Namsrai Batbayar, he was just really aggressive. He was just going for a kill with every punch. And sometimes he left himself open quite a lot. And Yamauchi capitalized on a couple of moments. But I think ultimately, Batbayar, he was just too aggressive, too fearless, and too powerful. And he just caught him with a big right hand at the end and knocked him out. But I thought Yamauchi did well. He was just staying calm and try to counter a lot. But I think at the end, he was just trying to exchange with him at the wrong moment. He got caught. So I thought both guys fought well. And Babayar, I think he's very aggressive and he's super durable. So I think he loves these kind of exchanges. But if he meets another power puncher, if someone is better than him technically and is also as durable and powerful, then he may be in trouble. So I'm intrigued to see how he does in the next round versus Agulali. And both guys have knockout power. So I'm intrigued to see this fight and how it will play out. And in another non-tournament bout at lightweight, we saw Mansoor Kira defeated Aziz Katarov by a unanimous decision. And I thought Kira did really well, showcased his grappling skills and also his well-rounded game. And there's a couple of cool moments in the fight where Kira mounted him in like a reverse triangle and just raining down elbows on Katarov. That was really cool, and saw a lot of great passes on the ground, and just showcased his ability in grappling. I think Kira, this wasn't. I haven't really seen him fought before, but I can tell he's very skillful, and this doesn't seem like his best performance. But I think what really defines a fighter is you find a way to win, when you're not at your best. And I think he showed that. So that was really impressive. Because sometimes when you fighting on an event that you've been waiting for like your whole life, that adds a lot of additional pressure, and also fighting overseas, the weight cut overseas could also make things difficult. So I think he did well and showcased his ability. But I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if the UFC will sign him, but I think he's definitely UFC caliber. And if they sign him, I would like to see how he does in the UFC lightweight division. So next, we have the 4 opening round matchups in the Featherweight Tournament. Keiichi Nakamura versus EohJin Park. It was actually a very technical matchup in the beginning. Nakamura really showcased his well-rounded game. He said Conor McGregor is his idol, so we can see a lot of the karate style in and out movement similar to Conor. And he showed really good anti-wrestling and takedown defense. And the ending sequence was crazy as Park was pressuring him, trying to push him back against the fence, but he changed level, and Nakamura just caught him with a perfectly timed knee, knocked him out, and he was out for a couple minutes, and it was quite a scary knockout. And on the broadcast, they say later on Park was transferred to the hospital in Shanghai. He was doing okay, but they just want to make sure everything's all right. He'll get like a CT scan and everything, because it was a brutal knee knockout. It was scary. It was just a perfectly timed knee. Nakamura trains with Yushin Okami, and he just really showed his charisma, his ring generalship in the ring. And he had great eyes. He just saw the shot coming, and he just timed that knee and knocked him out. And another fighter I was very impressed with was Sebastian Szalay from Australia. He defeated Baergeng Jieleyisi in the opening round. Szalay, he just showed his striking is very technical, and he also had great takedown defense. And he just kind of neutralized Baergeng Jieleyisi's wrestling game, and he just picked them apart on the feet. hit him with different shots to the body, to the head, kicks. He just mixed up his striking really well. So I was really impressed with Szalay's performance. And I also looked him up. He fought primarily in Eternal MMA. Eternal MMA is a promotion where a lot of the fighters from New Zealand, Australia region, they have all fought in. Like JDM, Kevin Joe said, they all fought in Eternal MMA. So yeah, I was very impressed with Sebastian Zalay's just all-around game, and he followed the game plan really well and just picked them apart. So he looks like a promising prospect. He's 31, but I think even if he doesn't win this tournament, I think he can absolutely fight in the UFC. The only thing I would say is maybe he can find a way to find more ways to try to finish his opponent. But I think for this fight, I think he just wanted to follow the game plan, fight safe, and not make any mistake for his opponent to capitalize on him. So I can tell he was just really, he's on just moving all the time, and he didn't really go for like the knockout shot because he doesn't want to overextend himself. But I think as he progresses in the tournament, he may have to try to look for the finish. The next featherweight opening round fight is between Jin Oi from Japan versus Chong Ming Yu from Korea. And Chong Ming Yu, he's also very technical, so he just uses jab really well. He just stay on the outside with leg kicks and pick them apart with jabs. And there was a few moments from Owie. I think Owie has more power, and he was just looking for moments so where he can get inside and do some exchanges and do some damage. But overall, Chong Ming Yu just picked them apart from the outside and won the fight by a unanimous decision. For the next round, it will be Chong Ming Yu versus Sebastian Szalay. In that fight, I would probably favor Sebastian Szalay because both guys like to fight technical and preferably stand up. And I think Szalay has better striking and all-around striking game. So, I would favor Szalay to advance to the final. The last fight in the featherweight tournament was between Chinese fighter Kaiwen versus Korean fighter DongHyun. It was also a very technical matchup. Kaiwen is known for his aggressive style, but I think in this case, he was very patient. He was waiting for his opportunity to counter. And DongHyun, he done some damage with the leg kicks. And Kaiwen just caught him at the end, I think it was the second round, and finished him with a series of combination with a very good uppercut, and also finished the fight with some ground and pound. Kaiwen is very experienced. He has fought in ONE FC, and he also fought on season 2 of Road to UFC. So Kaiwen will take on Keiichiro Nakamura in the next round. This should be a really exciting fight between two elite strikers. Yeah, I look forward to this fight. It will be really exciting and most likely a fight of the night encounter between the two. So these are all the fight results from day 1 of Road to UFC Season 4. And this is my first time doing this type of reaction video, and hope you guys like it. And leave a comment below. Let me know who do you think are the top prospects from this season of Road to UFC. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.